It should like a taser when you swear, so to stop you from swearing, or biting your nails or something like that.
Oh my God, yeah, you gotta do that for me for biting my nails. Seriously.
Yeah, nail biting is, my daughter does it too. Drives me insane.
I have really
bad habit, you guys. Okay, so, and then I'm not gonna give you something.
Is this one gonna be on the test?
Disgusting. You should see Alexa bites her nails. It's like red, raw, right down to the whatever.
I just do nervous. If my nails are like painted, I won't pick at them. If I get them done, I don't touch them. Otherwise, I pick off the nail polish.
Okay, so I might look at make sure you cut on the grain line. Okay, everything has to be lengthwise grain. So this is the lengthwise grain. And I know that because I ripped it widthwise, okay? And then this, I know I cut it on the lengthwise grain. This is the long way. Okay, when you sew this, this is gonna fold back down that way. So when you place this on this little square, you wanna make sure that you do it with the long end so it comes back down that way. Like you don't wanna do it like this and then have it hang below. You wanna make sure that everything sits on the pocket, okay? And if once you figure out where it is, just so everything's kind of square, if you want to give yourself a pressed line, let's say. Just a guide. I said this to you guys when you were doing your samples, just so you have some guideline to actually place this on, and that would be that center line, or actually it doesn't really matter, whatever line you want, as long as you line it up with something. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna sew, you're gonna sew this down and you're gonna use a very small stitch. Like I'm putting it at 1.1, I'll see if that's too small, but it's gotta be pretty small.
And this is the one that we're all gonna have to.
Yeah, you guys all will probably have to do this, maybe. And if you don't get mad at me, but you probably will. I mean, I think this is one that everybody should know how to do, that's why. So you're gonna stitch around your little box.
What's the sample called?
Welt pocket.
And this stitch is how small?
I did it at 1.1, could be 1.5 at the most. Okay, so make sure when you do your corners, your needle has to be on its way back up. Otherwise, it's not. You're going to get a diagonal. It has to finish the stitch. So then you're going to flip it, sew down. Make sure the needle's on its way back up, but not all the way up, because then you won't be able to turn it.
You sewed down the middle first, right?
Nope, you don't sew down the middle at all.
Wait, where did you sew?
I'm sewing the outside of the box.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
That 1.1 might be a little tight. You don't have to make it that small. It just helps with teeny spaces. And then I'm just going around this little end a little bit. Okay, oops, I just dropped something. And then if you haven't already drawn that line, make sure you draw that line. And you're not going to cut all the way to the end. You're going to cut about to like 1/4 inch before the end where that little triangle is made. And I start like this. I fold it in half. So you're cutting all the way through. And then you're going to cut down to the points. And this is why you use a really teeny stitch, because it will help you get closer and hopefully not cut the thread. And if you have little scissors or really sharp snips, this helps a lot too, or that helps. These are getting kind of dull, so the closer you get to the corner, the easier it's going to be. Okay, then we just take this and we pop it through like so, and flip it this way. And if you've cut it really well, you'll get a pretty good rectangle like that. If it's really bunchy in the corners, then that means you have to snip it a little bit closer to the stitch line. And then you're going to press that open. Press right on the seam line. She knew what I was doing. press the inside first, and then it sits on the line better. Depends on the fabric, and you guys will be using muslin, so yeah, I think that's probably, it helps. Gets it flat before you actually turn it. So press it nice and flat. Woo, man, that thing was wild. All right, here, I'll just put it here so you can see. Let me get rid of this. So there's your hole for your pocket. All right, next step. So the next step is you're gonna go back to the inside and you're gonna take,
Wait, how do you know the inside from the outside? Oh, okay.
so that would be like the garment. And you're gonna take your pocket, and that's why I like having that line. Like I like, when I first put it in, I said, you know, have a reference line to start with. Then you have like a center line to use as a guide, because you need to have the center of that hole. And then you're just gonna bring this up till it meets, like you're folding it. Like that. And then press it, but I'm just gonna put a pin in for now. I will press it, but I just wanna do the other side too. So, oops. And then same with this one. So you just pick it up, fold it till it meets right on that line.
And what if the pocket's not even like down there?
It'll be okay.
Okay.
I mean, unless it's really crooked. If you've done your job right, it should be, I mean, it could be off a little bit, but it shouldn't be off too much. And that is what creates the welt, right?
Okay, so now you're gonna press it.
It's magic.